What is up, guys, and welcome to episode 3 of Pillars of Eternity. Last time we lost the entire party and saw a guy turn a bunch of people into ash. Left with more questions and answers. I think we should carry on. Okay.
At
So,
once.
let's see what we had in what we got from our fallen comrades. Remember something about yes. Some better armor. Weapons. Not so much. Okay. Thinking always use a crossbow. Okay, so we were in St. Atlas, time to go to Valewood. Take you 6 hours to complete your journey from St. Atlas to Valewood, accept. Okay.
Rest might do us some good.
Okay, random person, of course. It's time to loot. But you wanted rest, so yeah. Time to rest. And a cutscene of sorts. Okay, let's nighttime, let's explore. Ooh. Seems like the only reasonable thing to do in this situation is to follow the ghostly man. To nothing. Huh. Oh well. Fuck it, let's go across. Dead people. Someone ran this way. They wolf. Okay, that's not too bad. Wolf is down. Okay. Wolf pelt. Okay, shattered pieces of crates are strewn across the dirt, along with a few muddy vegetables.
At once.
Okay, something. Maybe, I doubt the wolf was the one that did that. Okay. Quick saves are always probably a good idea. Okay. The little lizard man thing again.
Stand together!
Okay, crap. There's more ones. Okay. Isn't looking all that great for me right now. Okay. Okay, never mind. Here we go. I mean, I'm not.
Stand together!
And down and finished. Okay, what did they probably just had spears again. Yeah. cap and some coin. Okay. The struts and supports are large enough to be the ribs of and vertebrae of dragons. Okay. There's nothing really important here. Let's avenge the deaths of some people. Caves. Okay. Remember how well cave turned out last time. Okay, let's try this, I guess.
Ha! Stand together!
Nope, 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 nope. This
You
is
cannot
barrel,
venture
nope.
forth while in combat.
Ha! Ha!
And I'm Gonzo. Okay, so seems what we have learnt is don't go into caves. Yeah, that's simply if you walk in a cave, turn around.
Certainly.
That's on the list for a later stage, I think. What's up with these ghosts? The grass is still flattened behind the wagon's wheels. Barrels of cabbages, potatoes and squash have been overturned and abandoned. Okay, so maybe I'll find out what did this. Non-top.
Hello.
This man appears to be hurriedly dismantling his camp. In quick, jerky movements, he looks up as you approach, his expression tense and drawn. Greetings, he says, a little breathless. On your way south, is it? He wipes his brow, turning to face you. The sooner you're clear of these woods, the better, I think. Our caravan was attacked. I've been trying to get to Gilded Vale. Never mind the woods. There was a strange machine. In the ruins up north, there were these figures clad in black, forming some kind of rite. What's your hurry? I'm only passing through. I mean to reach Gilded Vale. Keep your nose in your own business before it gets lopped off. Okay. Yeah, I think option 1 is better. Our caravan was attacked. I've been trying to get to Gilded Vale. Hard luck. Sorry to hear it. You should be fine from here. There's no missing. There's no missing the Vale if you keep on the road. You haven't far to walk. But you want to keep clear of this place after that. We were just attacked north of here. Me and a friend of mine. We came here to hunt some deer. Came up on a bear instead. Great monstrous thing. And Pearly. He didn't make it. He shakes his head. I don't know what I'll tell his wife. In any case, this forest already cost me a friend. I'm heading home before it takes anything else. Who are you? Name's Nantan. Born and raised in Gilded Vale. Haven't had a spot of luck since his face was. Luckier than Pearly, I suppose. What happened to your friend? We didn't see it coming. Nantan's voice shakes a little as he speaks. We were following a stag. Pearly. He saw something in the brambles, and we went tearing off after it. We all but stumbled into the cave. Poor Pearly didn't stand a chance. The bear was on top of him before we knew what was happening. The beasts will take what they will, I suppose. He smiled sadly. And this time, Galawain's favour fell upon the bear. Where did you find this bear? I know this question. I know the answer to this question, at least. In a cave a ways up. It turns to point to the northwest. I wouldn't seek it out if I were you. It was a great brute of a beast. Would hate to hear that it took another life. Okay. Okay. Time to go to Gilded Vale. Nothing left in the woods, it would appear. It will take 8 hours to complete your journey from Valewood to Gilded Vale. Except... Gilded Vale, okay. Okay. And it's the hanging tree. Okay. There's a lot of dead people. Huh.
You must be one of the new settlers. Welcome to Gilded Vale. You'll be pleased to know that we've had some recent vacancies here.
Apparently so. Do you welcome everyone this way? The only answer you hear is the buzzing of flies on the tree. Okay then.
Of course, we'll need to make some inquiries first. The inestimable Lord Radric VII has taken great pains to insulate our town from Widewind's legacy. Have you ever sired a Hollowborn child?
I don't think so. What are you talking about?
An infant born without a soul, of course. Lord Radric has made it his first priority to eliminate this scourge from our village.
Okay.
I should warn you, stranger. Here in Gilded Vale, we have a special place for dissidents, charlatans, and those who would hide a curse in our midst.
So, hanging for anything bad. Got it.
His lordship's wife is with child and due any day now. Without his approval, I shan't be able to find you a permanent settlement. It will have to wait until after the birth. We can continue our interview then, after the bell tolls from Radric's hold to signal my lord's new heir. In the meantime, you can find temporary accommodations at the inn just southwest of here.
Feeling strange ever since a close call with the Biowak. Is there someone in town who could help? You said something about a Hollowborn and Widewind's legacy before. Before I got here, I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins. That's true of the, yeah, okay.
Whatever your problem, it sounds like a matter for an animancer. However, the only animancer in Gilded Vale isn't in any condition to speak. Consider yourself fortunate. After she failed Lord Radric, we saw to it that she wouldn't profit from the misplaced trust of others. A bad cure is often worse than none at all.
Okay, so the only person that can help me from these stupid visions is dead. This sounds like adventure.
But if you're set on finding a bottle of troll piss or a dead Audra pebble to rub on your forehead, you're welcome to check her pockets. A little corpse stink is nothing when you're digging for shit. My advice, however, is to be satisfied that you escaped and leave it at that.
Okay, this guy's rude. Very rude. You said something about Hollowborn and Widewind's legacy before, okay. He blinks. I forget that you foreigners do not have this curse in your homelands. The Hollowborn have been a scourge upon Direwood for almost 15 years now. He lowers his voice to a whisper, children born without souls. He shakes his head. Pitiful dumb things that breathe, barely, but do not truly live. Some say the Hollowborn are disease. Some say they are a punishment from the gods. He raises his empty hands. In truth, no one knows. But they began spreading after the Saints' War, and so the name Widewind's legacy stuck in honor of that foul, blasphemous pretender. His voice shakes with vitriol. I see. Lord Radric's decrees may seem strict at times, but he has our best interests at heart, he nods. Before I got here, I saw several people conducting a strange ceremony near some ruins. He regards you carefully. You'll want to mind where you mentioned that. Trespassing on Ingwithan ruins is illegal, not to mention dangerous. You probably saw someone attempting some new ritual to appease the gods. People will try anything these days. Barath, have mercy, we certainly have. Maybe so. I don't think so. Just as they finished, there was a Biowak. He polishes his spectacles on his sleeve. If you've been that close to a Biowak, you wouldn't be standing here. Fair enough. Okay. Goodbye.
Keep out of...
Listen!
I take that it's baby's born.
2 tolls. Let that be the last.
3. Gods have mercy.
What does 3 mean?
It seems your arrival is ill-timed.
Okay.
3 bells toll only for the death of a Radric. I fear Lord Radric's heir is lost, or else Hollowborn, and so lost all the same. You should tread carefully. Circumstances have changed a great deal.
What do you mean? You come to us at a time of mourning. The legacy has struck at the heart of the Gilded Vale. Our efforts to redeem ourselves in the eyes of Barath must be redoubled. He sets a steady gaze on you. Don't threaten me, little man. Does this affect the Lord's offer to new settlers? I can be sure of nothing right now. I advise you to get some rest. The inn, or stable for all I care. Find me afterwards. I will know soon enough what happened. He shrugs, one bony shoulder. I will know more details when the messengers arrive. The vagaries of childbirth, perhaps, but that is not your concern. I really want to press that, but I don't want to. Screw it. Don't threaten me, little man. He shakes his head, unmoved. It is no threat, only a warning. Lord Radric will tolerate no threats to his kin, or those who live upon his lands. Grief will not make him more docile. Farewell. Okay, so time, I guess, to look through dead ladies'
Were you looking for someone in that tree?
pockets.
I could introduce you.
Strange way to talk about your dead. He looks up at the tree and breathes out. Half the town's up there. Seems like no right way to talk about it. I'm looking for someone who can help me feel better. He gives an understanding nod as he takes a long drag from his pipe. My condolences. He exhales and turns his attention away, watching the village around him. Okay. Okay, scattered between the roots are bracelets and twine of bead, whittling flowers and notes half erased by rains. Okay, let me see here if he can help. Welcome to our lovely village, okay? Okay, so nothing yet. And I told her that's not the pistol. Ha. Okay, so this is the inn, I assume. Okay. Been thinking about joining family over in Dive. Or they have it far better than us, okay. Let's see here. See what's so special about the inn. Hey. Alright. Dog. His hand stares intently at the covered window, head cocked as if waiting to hear a particular sound. He looks up when you approach and whines a low note, tail wagging slightly. Pet the dog. The dog's tail thumps happily against the floorboards. Dialogue, okay? These bones are still covered in tiny bite marks. Okay, so I assume this is the inn. A little raggedy, yes, but what you gonna do? As you near, you feel vibrant history contained in the essence of this woman's soul. Voices from its past seem to call out to you. Reach out for the soul. You see a long empty road cutting through 2 large crop fields. The air is silent and the land seems too still for early afternoon. This woman walks slowly on the road, leading a horse. Curiously looking around, she seems to sense something wrong, but is unable to discern what it is. She stops, sniffing the air, her nose high, her brow crinkles, and she casts out, looking for something. The air is clear, no clouds. She sniffs again, still looking around, confusion clouding her face, mouthing a single word. Fire? She looks out across the fields, her confusion turning to fear. She holds her hand up to block the sun from her eyes and scans the fields again, not finding what she was looking for. She jumps onto her horse's back, the fear quickly becoming panic. She kicks, sending the horse shooting down the path, which bends around some trees where the farmhouse should be. She pulls up short, horror now in residence on her face as she stares at the burned and charred mess that used to be her family's home. Tears well in her eyes and she kicks again, racing to the rubble. Okay, so I can see people's pasts. Let's check this guy. Reach out for the soul. You see a man soar through the air, hitting a nearby wall with a nauseating crunch. He doesn't get up. His attacker, a burly, clean-cut warrior with a carnivorous grin, turns and shoves his fist into the stomach of another assailant. Removing another from the impromptu brawl, the bar is a whirlwind of elbows, knees, fists, and feet, with no end in sight, and he is in his element. In the corner, three smaller men speak quietly, throwing malicious glances at the larger man in the center. He breaks a chair over a tattooed head, cackling. The trio position themselves in three parts of the room, and with a terse nod they charge. Unfortunately for them, the man sees them coming. Something in his eyes burns brightly, and all three slump into the ground with an agony that's all in their minds. The burly man bows to a room of the unconscious and incapacitated before sauntering out, off-key whistle trailing behind him. Okay, so that's that guy, and then Shane Snakes Mulrian. Okay, reach out for the soul. You see an emaciated boy in chains, black holes for eyes, staring sightlessly at a wall. A man in a dark coat walks in, a scroll and an oddly shaped quill in his hand. The boy glances at him expressionless, a corpse waiting for animation. The man clucks at him, disapproval clear in his tone. The boy stands, limbs hanging. The man takes the quill and begins to write on the boy's chest, copying sharp angular symbols from the scroll. The child doesn't flinch as the quill digs into his skin, drawing blood as it goes. The wizard finishes with a flourish and barks some arcane command, setting the symbols to glow dully. The boy cries out, knees hitting the stone hard, his chest burning black and red. Finally the glow disappears, leaving only hard black scars etched to his skin. He slumps sideways, twitching, eyes facing the back of his skull. The wizard grunts, kicking him on the leg on his way out. The boy lies on the floor until dawn, eyes still black like holes, the twitches growing into convulsive shakes. Okay, so I assume he's had a rough childhood. Let's look here. Okay, so I'm gonna possibly. Okay, let's see it. Okay, let's try to get into the inn. I think I went to the wrong room. Oh well. Okay, let's get it in, get a room in the inn, end this night on a high note.
Hail
The
and
ability
wellness.
to read people's histories. Alright, greetings and welcome to the Blackhound Inn. Innkeeper bows her head curtly. Please sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have two available at the moment, so I'm afraid we can't offer much by the way of a good meal today. She sighs, unless you're fond of cold porridge. Okay, I'd like a room, please. Of course, we keep them nice and tidy. Okay, I'm just gonna take the common room then, I guess. Rest in the common room from 140 copy. Rest. Okay. Your sleep is restless and fevered, assaulted by hisses and whispers, blanketed with a suffocating anxiety. You open your eyes to awaken and find yourself in front of Gilded Vale's gallows tree, the creaking of its ropes growing louder in your mind until the sound is deafening. Hanging from the tree is an old dwarf woman, whose face is shriveled inward like a mouldering fruit. Her head hangs limply to one side. As you look at her, she looms larger and larger in your mind until she is mere inches from your face. Suddenly your head snaps up. Okay, that's a scary face. Suddenly her head snaps up and her eyes open. They are empty and behind them is a vast nothingness that makes your stomach drop. Her mouth slowly parts and with a gust of rancid air she speaks a word. Watcher. You jolt awake, the foul smell of the dwarf woman's breath still permeating your nostrils. Sweat runs down your face in thick droplets, and your skin is soaked from head to toe. You remember this woman. You remember seeing her decaying face when you spoke with the magistrate. He called her an animancer. Though it fills you with a new, queasy apprehension, you feel a strange compulsion to see the woman once more, if only to confirm she is truly dead. 249 experience, okay, cool. Okay, now...
Good day, stranger.
Okay, well, I think that's it for today's episode, guys. Next time we'll go see this woman and maybe find a new party. Well, that's it, and see you next time. Bye.